Does it look like I didn't? It looks like I didn't.
Like, I wish I
Stop. Your makeup looks really good.
I really tried
Because it doesn't always look this good.
I know, but I knew you were going to yell about my eyebrows. They're still not right.
Can we take you?
Oh my God.
I'm going to take you to my
so
girl.
hard on that.
Okay, listen. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Worst Firsts. My guest from Already Diving Into is my dear friend, Liz
Hi.
Carey. Comedian, writer, actress, model, fucking cat mother.
I love that you threw a model in there.
You were a model forever.
Yeah, in the late 60s.
Okay, guys, she was a model in the 90s and the early 2000s, right? I mean, she's a model, a big model. You did
huge.
tons of stuff. You got paid money
I did.
to fucking travel the world. You lived in Paris, Italy. Don't downplay being a model, okay?
I won't.
If I say I'm a model for my Instagram, you're a model.
Okay. I'm dead. Wait, I still didn't get these right?
Your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that...
Worst first.
Wow. Worst first when your friend tells you that you have bad eyebrows on her podcast.
3 times you've brought up. I'll go ahead and pay to get those done for you.
No. Dad, I'm going to treat her. Because you know what? Mine were crazy for a long time. Yours aren't crazy. They're not crazy. You have what they call sperm brow.
Oh, my God. Because when I was a model, did I mention I was a model?
You did.
It was trending to have no eyebrows.
Of course.
This is with the growth serum.
Oh, okay.
So is the whole thing filmed? Because we're still on my bad side. It's fine.
The whole thing's filmed. Anyway,
Okay,
you're
it's fine.
gorgeous. You don't even need to fix your
I'm now facing the I'm like this.
You and Drea both did that.
Because we're sociopaths.
You both have the same... Stay close to the mic.
Does this get
though.
edited, by the way?
Never.
If I... Shut
Just
up.
talk about whatever you want. We just leave it all in.
No.
That's why it's called the worst first. Why are you wearing a what is that called? Brass knuckles.
You told me to dress up.
It's brass knuckles? Are you planning on punching me in the face?
I also broke the coffee machine.
God damn it, Liz. All right. Okay, so first of all, my friend Liz is, as you can see, she's very funny. She's very pretty. She has a lot of worst. Liz has had
How many hours is this podcast?
You have 45 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So we'll barely get into one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God, I better pick my best worst.
Your worst.
My worst.
You've had a crazy life.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah,
I have. It's been...
I want to talk about it, but at some point, but...
All right, we'll get in there.
She's been married to very successful people. She's very successful herself. Just crazy. Just crazy life. You've lived everywhere.
Sorry.
You were on Chelsea lately. Mm-hmm. You have been in movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
You literally, she's friends.
Really in the biz.
Yes, but you're actually friends with every famous person I've ever known. Every time I'm
that sounds weird.
I know,
and gross.
every time, no, not like in that way, but just that you just happen, everyone likes you. So you're very likable and you're very funny. And every person that I'm like, oh, I'm like a really big fan, like they're like your best friend. Or you've dated them.
Just because I've had sex with them. Yeah, I was going to... Just even Dre, yeah.
Stop!
I'm kidding. Okay. She's my neighbor.
I know, I love her.
I live in a popular street.
I love
Should
it.
I give our home address?
Yeah, go ahead and
no?
give the address just in case anyone wants to send Liz some child support. I can't. Edit. Okay,
edit.
So anyway.
Hard edit right there at 417.
Daniel, mark that as an edit. Anyway, so what story do you want to tell first?
Okay. So I was thinking of, your face is so cute right now.
Do I look scary with the wig?
No, I love it.
Okay. You like it?
And do you just put it on yourself?
I do. I have people come over to put the wig on.
I'm just so upset about my eyebrows. I'm like really thrown. I wish you would have told me after.
They're not bad.
But like on a scale of 1 to 10 where they're usually a 6, I'm like at an 8 now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like a 7.
Better, yeah.
I was going to go with my worst... This is a two-part story, if you will.
Okay.
So stay with me. Everybody fell asleep in the whole room. It was my first time going to a nightclub and my first time getting wasted.
Your first time ever getting wasted?
Yes. So a combination of those.
I can't.
Both.
Where was the nightclub?
I wonder when my son will hear this.
He won't.
Okay. So
shout out to Waylon.
Yeah, you're like, it's live right now, so it's no big deal.
He's on.
Growing up in Ohio, not to brag, we had a teen nightclub, which I think makes sense.
It was just in a barrel of hay.
It was in a strip mall next to like the dress barn.
Stop.
It was such a bad, like, the fact that it was just like these guys had an idea, like, we could make money off sodas on off nights by having a teen night, and then it will close at, like, presumably 10 or something. All I know it was the hottest ticket in town.
To go to this kid's nightclub.
Go to this, I won't even say the name of it in case I'm sure there's been
later.
thousands of arrests there. I don't want to say I went there.
They're one of my sponsors on my podcast. They do okay, Chuck E. Cheese. There you go.
Right, there you go. Cat's out of the bag. And legitimately, I bring my cat out.
I know.
So yeah, the only requirements for getting into this club was that your age ended in teen.
Okay,
so I was 13.
Right.
And then remember there was carpooling and everybody would call. So I was not very popular.
Why?
I don't know.
You seem popular.
No, I was very shy.
You were shy?
I was a good storyteller.
Oh.
But I think I told you this. I had a heart monitor, corrective shoe, braces, and headgear all at once.
You had a heart monitor?
Yeah,
I
have mitral valve prolapse.
Yeah,
I could die here today.
Everyone has that.
Well, mine was worse than everyone's. So,
and you're drinking caffeine, which makes it way worse.
I'm like,
it's okay. I have my Cardia app, which takes your EKG on the
you're
fly.
like,
Shout out to Cardia, because I'm so paranoid. I have a EKG machine in my purse.
I think I'm gonna have a stroke all the time.
No, don't.
What a weird thing to happen on
I
Worst
think that
First.
too. I know.
My first
Worst
stroke.
First podcast. Worst First stroke.
So anyway,
so you were at the club.
So single mom, that was her idea. Like, let's do all of these horrific things to her at one time
and send her to a club.
No. Like, just to get it all out of the way. So
right.
She just has like one horrific year.
Right.
So not very popular with that, but my older brother was super popular.
Oh,
which gave me like a little bit of
coolness,
a little bit of street cred. So, big plan to go out to the nightclub. Get a call from, I don't even want to say her name because I'm still secretly petrified of her to this day.
A bully.
She had everything. She played tennis. She had like
perfect hair.
Well, she had to speak to the manager like
Stop.
right out of the gate.
Really?
Yeah. Freshman year.
Can't.
So phone calls start going around. I pick up my hamburger phone, like, what? And they were like, you need to catch a buzz.
Catch a buzz.
And I'm like, what? With what? All my mom has is cream de menthe and Kahlua. So I was like, okay, I can do this. My grandma's babysitting. My mom buys everything in bulk.
Even cream de mint?
Robitussin? Yeah.
So you drank a bunch of Robitussin?
I didn't know until, you know how there's like that one shitty, wait, are you allowed to curse?
Yeah,
No.
you can say whatever you want.
Cunt.
You robo-tripped? Yeah. No, you didn't.
Well, I didn't know. It was
how
either
did you
that,
even know about it?
So I was going to say, remember how there's like the one sort of like janky friend in the group? She's like, oh my God, whatever. Don't you have any cough syrup? I was like, well, yeah, duh. But she didn't say like, take a quart,
Yeah.
She was just like, drink it.
Drink all of it.
Yeah. So I go in the bathroom and I'm like, oh, okay. It looked like a thing of Tide. I was like, I wonder how much,
I mean, I'm only like 48 pounds, so I guess this whole thing.
So I drink it.
The whole thing?
A lot. Like I drink like a glass of Robitussin, right? My mom.
Daniel's laughing. Oh my God, a glass of Robitussin.
Like a lot, fast, on an empty stomach. Because all I'm thinking is, oh my God, her mom's going to be here.
I got to get fucked up.
And this club, opens at like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
We don't want to be late. So I've got like my J. Crew outfit on, which is like a windbreaker.
You match the jacket to your corrective shoes.
Yeah. It's like feeling so hot.
J. Crew corrective shoes.
So I totally remember it. My little brother's on the couch. My grandma's babysitting. My mom's at work. My mom comes storming in and she was like, let me smell your breath. And I was like, there's not even cell phones.
Right.
This is 1887.
Right.
So my mom.
1887.
My mom was like, listen, I already know what's going on. I was like, really? What's going on? By the way, I'm so high at this point.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's happening? What do you mean? What's going on?
You're facing the wall.
Yeah. What are you talking about? She goes, I spoke to Christy's mom. They're all drunk. I go, well, smell my breath. I'm fine. Get right in there.
She's all, is that Robitussin?
She goes, okay. All right. then you can come on out and eat dinner with your grandmother and your brother and myself. I was like, okay, no problem. I'll be right out. I sit on the couch with my grandma, my brother, and my mom starts making spaghetti. And I'm like,
oh my.
literally spinning. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go in my bedroom for a minute. Had to hold on to my bed because I literally thought if I didn't hold on tight enough to my bed frame, I would fly off and hit the wall. My mom was so on to me, but she couldn't figure out
what happened. Yeah, because you didn't smell like anything.
I could see her. She was like looking around.
There was no alcohol.
There was nothing.
Yeah, or drugs. Just the Robitussin.
Yeah, so that was my first.
So how long does it take to come down from robo tripping?
I'm going to tell you, I was high for a while.
Like hours?
So yeah, it was a little bit.
But it's not a fun high.
It's really, well, I did revisit it, which is weird because usually like if, you know how there's like that one drink you have that you'll never have again?
Yeah.
Fireball for me.
I love Fireball. Weird.
Not if you have like 100.
Not unless you're Pitbull.
Yeah. So I tried it again with the correct dosage, which I think is probably 3 adult servings.
Okay.
Not
an entire glass. Yeah.
Then it's fun.
What happens?
I feel like I'm now promoting cough syrup.
Everyone
like,
at home,
so
all the 13-year-olds taking notes.
Great.
All right, so that's 3 adults. She looks like she weighs about, I'm about this height, so that's about, all right, that's about 3.
Not condoning
No,
this.
don't drink Robitussin, guys.
Oh, I feel a burp coming on. So it lasted a while.
Like, what do you feel like? I don't like feeling dizzy, and you said dizzy.
Remember there's a funny, you would know this.
What?
It's like a meme.
Oh, thanks.
It's a girl spinning on a portable bed, and they're like, "Go on, eat an edible. It'll make you feel better."
Oh God, yes.
It literally feels like that.
Ew.
It's awful.
Never.
So
no
that was
thanks.
So that was my worst
time taking Robitussin.
Well, that was my first time getting wasted.
Wow.
You would think I would be sober.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Mm-mm. Do you like drinking?
I like drinking, and then like the first hour,
and then it gets gnarly,
and then I'm like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
Last night I was like, oh my God, I know I saw pizza. I saw pizza when I walked in after the show last night, and I couldn't even get in a conversation. I kept talking to people. I was like, Did you see that there was pizza? Remember when we walked in, there was like pizza here? People were like,
do you guys know where that went?
Yeah,
or,
it's weird.
I mean, like, this has been great talking about your dead grandma and everything, and sorry about that.
But there was pizza here, like a ton of boxes. It just disappeared.
Was that for like the band? Because I'm like friends with the bands.
Yeah, I have all these wristbands. Is there pizza here?
Oh my God, Liz. Oh my God.
That was one.
So how did you end up going from Ohio to like modeling in Paris?
Oh.
How the fuck did that happen?
That's a great question. Because
yeah.
This is a very good segue, Brittany.
I love that. I'm great at that.
You're great at that.
Yeah.
You're really good at your job.
I try. This is all I have. Literally.
Don't make this a pity party. Is it hot in here or am I just
It's hot.
Okay.
Well, I might have a wig on, so I just start sweating through it. I take it off.
Thank you for being my friend.
Traveled round and back again.
I pop right up holding my cat. The harder
doesn't longer balls. Oh my God, everyone's just gonna, this is gonna be a meme.
So I'm like, so anyway,
put my wig back on. Keep
what's
talking.
in this coffee? Cough syrup.
Oh my God, whose mother do I look like? Hang on, Daniel. It's okay, you don't cut this.
Someone's at the door, Ma. Get your wig.
Oh shit, everything's coming apart. Honestly, wigs are the best thing ever.
I have my brass knuckles on and you have your fucking do-rag on.
Guys, I just ripped my wig off. Because there's people listening to this first. They're like, what the fuck? You have to watch the visual for this.
Oh my God.
All right,
I'm
it's on.
Crying. Okay. No, that looks great. I think it looks really good. Yeah, it's just as it was before, exactly. You look like me on Robo.
Is she beautiful?
Isn't she
I can't. Is it
lovely?
crooked? I feel like Amanda Bynes.
It went down and then right back up.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
okay.
I'm done. Are we okay? Okay.
We're good.
We're back.
So,
hey, guys.
hey, oh my God. Thanks for tuning in. It's
my
like
God.
Bill and Ted.
Okay. So we're back.
Sorry. I feel like I'm...
You're so far from the mic. Speak closely. Okay. So you
Better?
were in Ohio.
So I'm in Ohio, and
You were standing next to a barrel of hay, and some guy was driving through Ohio who was a
he's
fat.
like, want to be a model?
He's like, she looks like she could be model.
Well, I came out here with like my much older boyfriend when I was 16 on a trip.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know how I ran that one.
Your mom let you come to California at 16?
It might have been 17. It was spring break.
Young. Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy out here. This is nuts. Because we always went east.
Yeah.
I don't know if my parents didn't want us to see like that
Warmth.
there was alternative living or something. But
Right.
when it came time for applying for colleges, I was like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
I'm like out of here.
Yeah.
Sorry, the table's wiggling. So I came out here. I wanted to go to art school.
What school?
I wanted to go to the one to Art Center in Pasadena.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good school.
Yeah, and my dad was like, great, yeah, I'm not going to spend that much money for you to do chalk drawings on the street. I was like, all right, well, I'll have a whole attitude about it. So, anyway, I came out here. Hadn't really been out here except for that trip.
Uh-huh.
Didn't have any friends. Didn't have any money. Took my brother's Marine bag
Uh-huh.
and just got a one-way ticket and came on out.
By yourself?
Yeah.
After you visited with the 16-year-old boyfriend?
Well,
Or when
I
you were 16?
I graduated high school.
Uh-huh.
But I did. Well, this just sounds weird. Whatever. We'll get to that later. I only had a contact who was like a friend of a friend that lived in Malibu. That sounds fancy.
Uh-huh.
But it was like a shitty. It wasn't shitty. It was an apartment in Malibu.
Right.
Not on the water
Not
side.
Like nice. Yeah.
I moved out here with $647.
Wow.
I was like, so how much is rent? And he was like, $600. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You're like, cool, so 1 month?
Okay. But I didn't want him to know that, because remember when you're that age, you feel like you know everything and you're scared to like, I didn't want to like pretend I didn't know everything. And he was like, do you want me to drive you somewhere to like look for a job? My only point of reference was Beverly Hills 90210.
Stop. You're like, yeah, can you just drop me off in the center of Rodeo and I'll
I was
make
like,
it work?
can you just drop me off at the Peach Pit? Is it open now? Or
Stop.
I did ask him to take me to Rodeo Drive because it
course
was the
you did.
only street I
Yeah,
knew.
yeah.
And he was like, what are you going to do here? And I'm like, I'm just going to look for like a job in a shop. No
See
big
if,
deal.
like,
Yeah.
little
You don't
Chanel is hiring.
yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. And I only had 2 looks really. We grew up Catholic, so I had like my church outfit,
Uh-huh.
which like looks sort of like a sailor dress. I can't. Like Laura Ashley.
Did
type.
you bring that to LA?
That's what I wore on my big day out for job interviewing. Yeah. So pounded the pavement up and down Rodeo for like 6 hours. Finally, there used to be a Guess jeans store. Oh, I need a sip of water. Oh my God, I'm just talk.
No, it's good. I
This
love
is like
it.
me on a date.
That's what a podcast is. It's all about you. So it's good. You don't have to feel guilty. People want to hear what you have to say.
So so kept asking around. Turns out you have to have some kind of experience.
Right.
I had worked in a fried chicken place. Not impressed.
You're like, I've robo-tripped. I don't know if that helps anybody. If there's an earthquake, I can hang on to shit pretty well.
I've worked in a deli. Like, I don't know how none of this is resonating with you guys, but okay. So finally kind of gave up. And I'd walked past the Guess jeans store probably 15 times. So at that point of time, there was like Guess jeans. And then they had like a souvenir store next door to it called, it's going to touch my mustache, called the Guess Western store.
Uh-huh.
And the guy one of the Marciano brothers was like in the store and came out and he was like, what are you doing?
You were just standing outside, walking back and forth like a fucking weirdo in a sailor
in my
dress.
sailor dress.
Stop.
Yeah. I was like, I'm looking for a job. And he was like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, can you work cash register? And I was like, yeah, totally.
Oh my.
No idea.
Stop.
So they gave me a job, and he was like, so here's the uniform was totally what you and I wear now. Hot jean shorts.
No pants.
Yeah, no pants. So it was
Cowboy
underwear.
boots.
I'm wearing it now for reference.
I can't.
It was jean shorts, guess, a red gingham shirt that you tied underneath your boobs, and like tennis shoes or whatever. And I was like, well, I can't afford that. And they were like, well, we give it to you. And I was like, oh my god. I remember calling my mom and being like,
I made it, bitch.
I just made it in Hollywood.
I'm famous, so.
Yeah. So, okay, but then this job really took a turn because all these girls that worked there didn't need to work there. Their parents were like, you'll get an after-school job.
Oh, they were rich.
And learn what it's like.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was taking a bus from Malibu, which means you have to walk.
Stop.
You have to walk in the opposite direction down to Ralph's, catch the bus, do you like that I'm doing a map?
Yeah.
Takes you to Santa Monica to I don't know if the McDonald's is still there on the 2nd. Then you change buses, takes you to Beverly Hills, drops you off on Cannon. Then I'd walk to Rodeo. This is all at like 7 a.m., right?
Nightmare. And it took like 2 hours, I'm sure, from Malibu.
Oh my God.
Every morning.
So the girls were like kind of getting a whiff of me, but I was still managing to pull it off.
Right. They were like, something smells like public
Yeah,
transportation.
something smells like poor people here.
You're like,
That's weird.
I left my dress at home, so I can't.
And they were like, do you want to go to lunch today? And I was like, oh gosh, I'm having lunch with all my friends. So I have so many friends, so I can't eat with you guys because I have like a ton of friends here. So no, I can't go. And they would go eat at Cheesecake Factory,
Which was
like
their whole paycheck.
Right. I did it one time and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucked.
You're like, I'm not going to have rent. Yeah.
So there was this other place, which I think has closed down, called the Rodeo Collection next door.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody, I don't want to name names, would pack her lunch, put it in her purse, and then I would tell them that I was going out with my friends. And I would eat in the bathroom at the Rodeo Collection.
I cannot.
It gets worse. All these girls were named Amber. I swear to God.
Hey, have you met Amber? So nice to meet you, Amber. Have you met Amber? Yeah, nice to meet you. Oh my God.
One of them saw me one morning getting off the bus. And I was like, no, that bus was just passing me. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I can't.
I'm with all my other friends named Amber. So there are no buses that go. I don't know if this is still the rule with Malibu, but there's no buses that go back to Malibu after 7 o'clock because it's gross, like scum people.
You've gotten all your dirty in before 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So they were always like, Liz, can you clean up the snack? There was like a little, what do you call it? Community room, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, by that point, the cat was out of the bag that I need to catch the break room. Yeah. Clearly, you and I have had a lot of regular 9 to 5 experience.
Yeah, I've had some retail, yeah.
They knew I had to take the bus at that point. And I think they were onto my fake friends as well.
Yeah. They were like, well, why doesn't one of your friends just give you a ride?
So
unless your friend happens to be the city in which you'd have to accommodate there.
Unless your friend is big and blue.
I can't.
So they would make me, this sounds like fake, but it's real. It's so crazy. So they would make me clean that room so that I would always miss my transfer bus. Ready? Get out your tiny violin.
Oh,
this is why I don't care for millennials.
That's so mean.
Because get a life. I would, if I missed my transfer bus, I would sit in McDonald's in my uniform and drink coffee all night because McDonald's is 24 hours a day.
You would stay there all night?
Yeah.
In your uniform?
Mm-hmm. And just go right back to work.
You didn't get to go home and go to bed and shower? Nothing?
No. Oh my God, stop. Britt's crying.
That's so sad.
It's not. That's what you have to do when you hustle.
Oh my God, babe.
Okay, but wait, so here's
I just start giving you money.
Yeah, you're like, here's let me
I feel
give you
really
some-
bad. I mean, I did really well on Vine, so just...
So here's where it gets crazy.
Okay.
Midwest, we killer. Mushrooms, pot, LSD, we have it all.
Right.
I had never seen cocaine. It wasn't big in my hood.
Right.
I just said my
Horses
hood.
can't eat it, so...
Yeah, it's weird. So this one day, my manager was like, Liz, can you get my money out of my bag? Because my Cheesecake Factory's here. Whatever. That's all they ate was Cheesecake Factory.
Right. And they were all so skinny. You're like, something's up.
And so I open up her bag and I'm like, it's so weird how she keeps all her money folded up in these like straws.
Stop. And you're like,
Like,
why does
I'm
she
like
have
the-
flour in her purse?
I'm like the dumbest person alive, right? I'm like, let me unroll this for her. Jeez,
Yeah.
like what a nightmare. Wait. So there's a customer, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I will be right with you. I'm trying to unroll all of Amber, my manager's money right now. So all this like blow falls on the table at the cash register, and I'm like, well, it's not mine. And the whole room's like, is it not?
Yeah, okay. You're pretty skinny. Yeah.
So I got fired.
You did?
Yes, they all threw me under the bus.
How would it be your fault? It was her cocaine.
Do you think those bitches were gonna like? No.
They said it was yours.
Yes, I got fired.
They're like, you saw her 24 hours at McDonald's.
Yeah, she's always at McDonald's. I was up on that bus.
No one can eat that much McDonald's and stay that skinny, okay? Sniffany. Dead. Okay, we're taking a quick break, and then we can cry. This is a cry break. Take a cry break, and then we're going to be back with Liz Carey on Worst First.
Bye.
And now we're back.
Oh, okay,
It's
hi.
not like a real break, I know.
So
wait, so that's fucked up.
well, here's a little bit of sweet revenge. Like a year later, it wasn't a big job, but it was a job for guests. And it was just like a tiny thing. Like, let's not get crazy. It wasn't like a campaign, but it was like a small
In the
little
magazine or
print
something,
ad.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Wait, so how did you get discovered to be a model?
Oh,
You haven't even touched down on that yet.
Oh,
So you went to Guess, or you worked at Guess when you came from Ohio.
Yeah.
And you lived in Malibu for $600 a month, and you had to take the bus and sleep at McDonald's. And
Yeah.
then, so how does someone go from that situation to becoming a model and getting to
I
travel
don't
the
know. I
world?
just lied about all that now. I was at Surfrider Beach, you know, the beach there in Malibu.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think, remember when it was the time of the like waif time? It wasn't about being super pretty like these girls
Yeah,
are
it's just
now.
about being like super skinny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Kate
was,
Moss
yeah,
era.
It was a gross time. And I met this girl on the beach, and she was like, oh my God, you could totally be a model. I was like, oh, thanks. She was nice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's nice.
Yeah, she's actually nice,
She's
yeah.
a cool girl. And
You're like, you don't know Amber, do you?
I was like, do you?
Is this a
I'm
setup?
like, let me see how you keep your money. So she ended up bringing me into Wilhelmina, and they gave me like a contract, a whole
Right
vibe.
away?
Yeah.
I love
Like
that.
one of those, and I never had anything weird happen to me,
Wow.
which was crazy.
So what do they do then? They sign you and then they send you to get pictures taken, right?
Yeah, which was weird because then I ended up going to have they send everybody to Art Center in Pasadena to have all the photography students shoot you. And I was like, oh, this could have been my life. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get shot for free because the
Yeah.
photography students need subjects.
Yeah.
And you need photos.
Yeah, correct.
So they would send you to Pasadena. You got all your photos.
Which is funny now. Can I make like a dig at the people on Instagram? I love
Sure.
it when they're like, new shootout. And it's like, with what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
What is it for?
Yeah. Is it in a magazine?
Well, I don't understand
where
what
is
these
it?
girls are doing. And I don't mean to be an asshole.
Yeah.
But like, I'm an asshole. Whatever.
Yeah,
I just
what's
don't get
the
it.
shoot for?
What is it for?
Tommy gives me shit for that all the time. He's like, please don't post pictures of yourself unless it's for.
I've done
No,
it.
not like you know. He's like, unless it's for a job. He's like, why? Like, what is it for?
No,
Why
I
do you
mean,
just-
I think it's fine to do it. Can you see my pussy or no?
No.
Okay. I think it's fine. I've done it too. I'm just saying, like, you know how I think we all have one friend that's like, new shoot. Just had the pleasure of shooting with. And it's like, explain to me what this is for.
Yeah, what is it?
Or just make something up.
Yeah. I get confused by that sometimes too. So I kind of like stopped doing that. I was like, a lot of photographers and makeup artists were like, "Oh, we want to work with." That was great.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. A lot of them were like, "We want to work with you," and I'm like, "I know it's not because you think I'm like the best model, but it's because of I have 2.6 million followers, and they're like, we want exposure." You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a weird.
I have 26, so I swear.
She does not. She has way more than that. But and it's kind of crazy, isn't it? This new time to go from. Okay, so what was your first job that you booked?
Actually, this was good because I did have some weird sort of hatery girlfriends in my school. I went to all girls school, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
Because good, you don't ever have to shave your legs, wash your hair, or anything, but you're just mixed in with a lot of girls. Anyway, my first big job was the 17 magazine prom issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please post that.
My mom has all of them.
I want to see that.
The photos are so funny. I got to go on 3 different prom dates.
Fuck, I love 17 magazine, and I
lived for it, right?
And I loved those setups. Like
I went home like this.
Yes.
Sorry, what'd you guys say? It's me with the headgear.
Yeah.
And the heart monitor, and my weird corrective shoe is off, isn't it?
You were playing the girl with the disabilities and the. Stop! But that was my favorite setups in 17 magazine. Is 17 magazine still around?
I don't know.
I feel like it might have ended a couple years ago. Maybe not.
I just remember thinking I was so cool.
That was
cool. I kept buying it at every newsstand I could.
That was the biggest magazine. I fucking loved that
But I would pretend it was the first time I'd seen it. I was like, oh my God, that's so weird.
You're like, that issue's from 3 months ago. You just kept putting more issues of the same issue.
It's so weird that I'm in that.
It's weird that that's a Christmas issue. It's summer. That's strange. Anyway.
But I remember my 3 dates one was underneath the Santa Monica Pier.
Uh-huh.
And it was me and what's that guy? What was that show? Party of Five?
Uh-huh.
Who was the hot one?
No.
Wolf.
Hold on. I'm saying Josh Wolf.
Josh Wolf.
Is it Ben Wolf?
I don't know.
I think it's Ben Wolf. Party of Five.
Remember that show?
Yes, of course, with Lacey Charbet.
Yeah.
And,
I love that we're saying all their. We're like with Josh
everyone's
Wolf,
name.
Larby Sharbier.
Yeah.
All right, so one was with him.
Yeah.
And then one was with Joey. Remember that show?
Joey.
Yes,
Joey.
And he
was so cute.
I couldn't believe it because I'd never even seen a famous person. And they called Wilhelmina and they were like, she's a little bit shy. Because I was like.
Because you're shy?
Well, I was
because
just
around the famous people.
Well, they wanted me to sit on his lap. And I was like, oh, this is weird.
I love that. Meanwhile, you just hang out with Benicio del Toro in your spare time.
Shut up. Edit.
Dead. Okay.
Edit. Strong edit.
Okay, edit. Strong edit, Daniel, on the Benicio del Toro reference. Dead.
Too much.
Okay.
So then, and then I remember second big job. I did work for them a lot, but they did this one in the desert. It was called Earth. It was called Earth, Air, Water, and Fire. And it was the first time, like, I had to take you could see my nipples.
Really?
And it was like a whole thing.
For 17 magazine?
No, and they were freaked out. There was all this whispering, and I was like, am I doing it wrong? I wonder if I'm like doing it wrong.
Why? Because you had super pointy nips?
Well, I think it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
We were out and they were like, there's all these like people like,
yeah.
And you're like, could somebody talk to me?
Yeah.
Like what's happening? And then they came over and they're like, we're just gonna put some tape because this was like before they'd figured out nipple patches.
Nipples are cool, yeah.
But they put like tape on them or something.
So when you started getting the modeling jobs with Wilhelmina, did you have to work any other jobs or was it just modeling at that point?
I was still working like waitressing jobs and stuff. And then they got bigger. And then I like went to Europe and that's when you start really raking it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like you were like 18 when you went to Europe?
Yeah.
And doing runway stuff?
Yeah. I feel
so
like that still
cool.
happens now.
Yeah, of course. But I just think
it's so hard to tell from Instagram.
Yeah, because there's so many. Everyone's a model now. Everyone.
Everyone.
Like everyone is a model.
Everyone.
And but it's just so cool because you really lived the dream. Like, you came out here, you worked a fucking shitty retail job. Someone was like, you should be a model. Brought you into Wilhelmina.
I had to work a lot of shitty jobs, honestly.
Yeah,
until that happened.
then when you got that opportunity,
yeah.
And you before that never thought to be a model. You never thought I should go to a go-see or I should go to like their open casting days.
My much older boyfriend who was super creepy that I came out here with on that spring break. His friend was a photographer, and he was like, "Oh, we should take photos of you," and I was like, "Oh."
You're all...
Oh my god.
Okay, is there any other worst you want to tell me?
Oh my god.
I feel like I just wanted to hear your story. It's like you've been one of my close friends for so long, and I don't think I've ever heard I know you were modeling, and I know all the drama you've been through, but I didn't know exactly how it happened.
I was trying to think of some other.
Did you ever have a bad situation on a job?
Oh, I was gonna tell you worst first date.
Oh yeah, tell me that.
Oh my god.
Please tell me. I know you've had so many.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
This is a good one. I'm
Okay.
not gonna tell you who it was with.
Okay.
I'll tell you after because you'll crack up.
Someone super famous, obviously.
No,
yeah.
no,
Oh, okay.
no, but somebody like pivotal in my life.
Okay. Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Pivotal.
Jeremy Piven. I can't.
No, but he did tell me the snarkiest, meanest thing once.
Jeremy Piven?
Yeah.
Oh my! I went on a date with Jeremy Piven before, and then I told him I was a lesbian.
Just to get out of the date. That's smart. Yeah, smart. You're like, listen, I don't know how this affects.
I was
us.
like, I don't want to. I just wanted us to be friends, and I was like, I'm gay. He's like, you are, and I was like, yeah.
He's like, great. Do you mind if we call one other friend of mine?
I was like, oh fuck. No, but he was so
You're
nice.
like, you didn't see that video?
No, he was so nice too. But I just was like, I just knew he'd fucked so many girls that I was like, I really wanted to be his friend because I just liked his personality.
Yeah, your pussy would fall off.
Yeah, he was so friendly, and I was like, and I actually met him on the set of Entourage. I was like an extra on Entourage, and I met him there. How funny.
He said something horrible to me, but I'll tell you about it later. It's irrelevant.
He did?
Yeah, he wasn't
mean.
Yeah, but
he
now
has two sides. Probably.
I'm trying this new thing where I don't talk trash about people.
Really?
It's day one, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So who is?
All right,
so tell me about the date.
I go to see my girlfriend. I'm visiting her, and I'm in I give very specific details. So anyway, I'm in a parking garage, and I see this guy, and I'm like, oh, cute. You know my type, shaggy, British, little homeless looking. And
horrible
red flags. He was like loading red flags into his trunk. He's like, I can't get these all in here at once. And I was like, let me help you.
You dropped one.
Yeah. It's like a baby and a wife. I'm like, get them out of here. So I tried to block him in so that we hadn't. I know.
To talk.
Yeah.
Stop.
And he was like, are you coming or going? I'm like,
just forward.
Yeah. I don't drive. I'm a woman. It's before, So nothing happened there. And then I ran into him weirdly. Like, I'm going to pick my nose through this whole thing. I ran into him 3 days later at a bar with some friends. I was like, oh my God, that's the hot guy from the parking garage. And I'd had a couple of drinks, regular drinks, not cough syrup. And my friend was like, no, it's not the time to say hi. I was like, it's not? And he's like, no, you've been drinking pretty much all night. And I was like, I think I'm just going to say hi.
You're like, wait a minute.
And I was like, I'm just going to tell him that I'm the girl from the parking garage. And he's like, yeah, but remember he didn't see you? So I feel like that's not going to resonate.
I tried to block you in. You talk to me. Stop.
So I went up to him and I'm like, essentially exactly what you just did. Anyway, there used to be a bar called Dominic's.
Yeah.
I lived on Doheny, so you know how close that is.
Right.
It's literally walkable, probably.
Right.
Tried to explain to him, no recollection. A couple of his friends are doing the whatever, dude, clearly. I was like, can you give me a ride home or not? And get in the car, can't remember where I live.
You couldn't remember where you lived.
I think I just got sidetracked in the conversation.
I think it's this way. Go this way.
It's up.
Yeah.
Driving round and round. Somehow we're over on La Brea. And he's like, I thought you said it was close. And I was like, do you mind pulling over? Because I think I'm going to throw up.
No. Liz.
Get out of the car, throw up, get back into the car, and literally do this. I feel better. I'm good. I know where we are now. Go to my house. I'm feeling better. I decide to open up some wine.
He hangs out with you still?
I think at this point he'd done the work.
He
And
was like, this is going to be the I'm just going to get it in.
Also, he lived in Malibu.
Oh.
And okay, so whatever. He goes to the bathroom. I'm feeling better because I've thrown up everything.
Right.
If my kid hears this, I'm dead. Anyway, I fell asleep on my kitchen floor trying to open up the wine.
And you woke up and he was gone.
Nope. He was like, hey, you fell asleep on your floor. And I was like, did I? That's so weird.
What are you doing here?
We didn't have sex. He stayed over that morning. You know when you're so hungover, you're like, I'll never drink again, like ever. I'm in my 20s. So he writes his name, he writes his phone number down on a Post-it and puts it next to my bed. And he's like, why don't you like take a shower,
brush your
out,
teeth.
Yeah, get a life.
Use a whole bottle of mouthwash.
Yeah, go to rehab and then give me a call. So. Listen, I was married for 7 years at this point.
Wow.
So I was just like, I was reliving my youth. I was having my youth.
It was your first time being single after being married for 7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, close to it. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. I feel great. So he writes this Post-it down and he leaves. I go back to bed, dying. You know when you're hungover and you're trying to put on makeup and you're like, oh, I'm just sweating.
I've never been hungover. I've never drank that much because
Really?
As soon as I start to feel a little too drunk, I stop drinking because I don't like feeling really drunk. Yeah, I'm very, you know me. I'm like so sensitive. I can't. I've never been hungover in my life.
God.
Never. Thank fuck.
Cheers to you.
I don't do well with alcohol.
Well,
I'm just naturally insane.
I didn't used to get that hungover, but I was hungover this morning.
Right.
And just pouring out alcohol sweat.
Yeah.
Trying to put makeup on. I'm like 3 hours late. Get in the car. I only have his number. I don't have his address. All I have is this number and that he lives in Malibu and I know his name.
Right.
I stop in the Palisades to get a slice of pizza because it's desperate at this point. And when I get in the car, I'm like holding the pizza box and the Post-it goes like flying across sunset. And I'm like, pizza, Post-it to what could be man of my dreams. Pizza, Post-it, pizza, Post-it. Eat the pizza, but I've got my eye on the Post-it, okay?
Okay.
Like weirdly, like a brush, like some air, like a circular, Santa Ana's roll through
just
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Now I'm like drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm hungover. I'm running across. I get the Post-it. I'm driving. I get there. I'm literally 5 hours late. I'm like,
to his house.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? And he's like, wow, cool. And he's like, so maybe we could take a walk on the beach. I'm like, yeah, I love being outside and stuff. Let's do that.
I just chased a Post-it down Sunset Boulevard and dodged 37 cars.
Dying to get outside. So he lives like on these rocks that go down to the beach. 47 seconds into me walking down the rocks, so I fall down every single rock, cut open my chin and my elbow, back into the house. I'm like, wow, he's like getting ice and stuff for me. And I'm like, oh, your bedding's so pretty. Like,
can we take a nap?
Yeah. Can we lay on it? I'm really tired.
Oh my God.
We're laying on the bed. We watch a movie. And I don't know. We start making out. Here's where it gets weird. He goes down to visit my
Downtown
lady.
Abby.
Yeah.
Downtown Lizzie.
And I don't know. My period every month is always a surprise to me. But he came up and it looked like he'd been gnawing
On
like a lion that had been eating a zebra. And I was just like, oh my God. And he was like, it's okay now. I could tell I'm just going to go in the bathroom. All over the gorgeous bedding. I call my best friend and I'm like, listen. I give her the quick breakdown and she goes, just get the fuck out of there.
Couldn't he taste it? Wasn't
yes,
like, this
that's
tastes
why
a little bit like
that's
iron.
why he popped up.
Yeah.
And she's like, for the love of God,
Just say
get
to yourself,
out
get out
of there.
Yeah.
She's like, you're ruining it
Yeah.
for womankind. I was like, it's fine. So he comes back out. I ended up, excuse me, getting emphysema that day. No. I ended up staying there for 2 weeks. I made him a peach pie.
You stayed at his house for 2 weeks after that?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's really nice, it seems. Did he end up being nice?
No. One day after this podcast is over, I'll tell you who that man was.
Oh, no. So things ended up going south. But he treated you good for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I did have those 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
The takeaway from that.
those 2 weeks.
Just those 2 weeks. The point is, learn how to make a pie.
So you made him a pie, and that's what made him fall in love with you?
Yeah.
You made a peach pie?
I did.
From scratch?
I did. Yeah.
Why have you never made me a peach pie?
Because you'll never eat anything.
That's crazy. That's okay. But first of all, can we talk about how amazing it was that you fucking first night threw up in the side of the road. He still drove you back to your house and slept over, didn't have sex with you.
Yeah.
Woke up the next day, left you his number, still wanted to hang out with you. You show up abominably late. You fall like a fucking idiot.
I feel like you're putting this on me, but okay.
You fall like an idiot down a bunch of rocks, break open your elbow, forget that you're on your period some fucking how. Who the fuck knows? Do you not have feeling down there? Because when I get my period, that shit's like, bitch, I'm here and I'm here forever. It's fucking the worst. I'm in pain. I can't move. And then he fucking eats you out, gets his period.
Maybe he needed some iron.
Yeah. But fuck.
I know.
Damn,
son.
that was a first date.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Cray.
Liz. You've had a crazy life. I want to have you back because I know you have so many more.
I was counting on this because I can't afford therapy. So I was just going to come in here if we could just pick a time. I feel like that would be great. Because I feel like right now we're just getting to the root problems. Like we started with childhood and we're kind of working our way up. And then like if we could just kind of get there.
We can work through it.
Can you imagine you just start diagnosing me? You're like, so I think
All
what we're
right,
going to do is give you a little bit of Wellbutrin.
A little bit of borderline. I mean, I have some leftover. By the way, it was Ben Browder, Party of Five.
No, his last name was Wolf.
Ben Browder as Sam Brody in Party of Five.
Younger brother.
Oh, never mind.
Whatever. Was that even the name of the show?
Guys, follow Liz Carey on Instagram.
Liz Carey.
The TheLizCarey.
And I'll show you my boobs.
All right, there you go. DM her, ask for the boob pics.
Just kidding.
No, she's not going to do that. But follow her on Instagram. She's one of my funniest friends. She's super hot. She's super talented. And I'm
physically like sweating.
Yeah, she's been sweating through her outfit since she's been here. But honestly, one of the funniest people I've ever known, and you will be thoroughly, thoroughly entertained by her Instagram feed. I promise you that. Liz, I love you. Is there anything else you want to plug besides your vagina? Is it bleeding?
Did my mom send you all that to say? I think on Monday I'm on Lights Out.
You're on Lights Out on Monday. This will come out in a couple weeks. So,
okay,
but she's been on Lights Out with David Spade. You've been in a bunch of shit. And they can look up your IMDb for that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Liz Carey, the Liz Carey on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for listening, and make sure to stay tuned next week for more Worst Firsts. Woo!
Yay!
We just clapped for 20 minutes.
It's like two dolphins. You start bouncing.
Tommy divorces me. He's like, didn't like that clip where you took the wig off. That's a divorce.